Hello, this is Randy, and this is our gem of the week. This is going to be a short one because it's to introduce you to the Beryl sisters. Now, Beryl is where we find stones like emerald, aquamarine, and they have some other sisters. Besides the emerald, the aquamarine, there's morganite, there's heliodor, which is generally yellow, and there's goshenite, which is generally clear. Now, there are two stepsisters, so to speak. One is red beryl, and the other one is called pezate, which is a pinkish red. So our emerald, of course, is green, aquamarine is the blue, morganite is the pink, the heliodor is the yellow, the goshenite is a clear or colorless, and the other two, the last two, are strictly red beryl. It doesn't have a fancy name, and the other one, which is the pinkish red. The red beryl is actually the most sought after, the most valuable. And I only have examples of the, I'm not sure if I have any goshenite in here, but I know I definitely have the aquamarine, the morganite. Emerald will be a complete separate video. I just wanted to introduce you to beryl as a grouping of stones. Beryl is for purity, love, and healing energy, and was very prized in Egypt. So what I have here are some examples. These were purchased listed as beryl because they're combining the stones. So this, you remember I've told you about when you get a string and it has these fancy tassels. That means these are very high quality, expensive stones. So you see we've got the obvious blue aquamarine, we've got the obvious pink. This one looks pretty clear. So that might be the goshenite. This one also might be the goshenite. In here, in this lovely set, here's one that's kind of a yellowish, and that would be the heliodor. So I wanted to expose you to the different colors. And I brought out the presidium so you can see where they register. Here are just some little beads, and you can see here are the yellowish ones, which is the heliodor. Here are the very clear ones, which would be the goshenite. You've got your pink ones and your blue ones. These are really nice. They have a matte finish. So this is beryl with a matte finish. I believe the really light ones, here's a really light one, so that one's going to be the goshenite. And this one has, these two have kind of, this one has kind of a yellowish hue. That's the heliodor. And then we have the obvious morganite and the aquamarine. And then over here is a beautiful faceted set, and you can see the colors here. You've got the yellowish ones here. That is our heliodor, aqua, and here's our white one. So now let's quickly, I'm going to move this aside a little bit, and I'm going to bring the presidium in. Now we have an aqua line, so clearly everything should fall on that aqua line. But I guess what I'm trying to show you is that if you come, like morganite is not listed on here. Okay, so here's a pink one that's clearly the morganite. Oop, I guess it would help if I turn this baby on. Let me turn it on. Let me move a few things over. I wasn't prepared for that one now, was I? What I'm going to do in the other videos is I will have one that focuses on aquamarine, one that focuses on morganite, and one that focuses on emerald, because I do have examples of those stones. So this is just a beginner to get you understanding the Beryl, and what happens if maybe you get a stone that's the yellowish or the clear that you don't understand. Okay, so here's clearly a morganite, the pink one. And there it is. Now remember, aqua is down here, the tanzanite aqualine. So if you get a pink stone that has a crystalline structure, you think it's rose quartz. Test it. Because if it comes up on the tanzanite aqualine, it's morganite. Now you can also see that it goes through, on the bottom, it goes through the quartz line. So you could very easily be mistaking morganite for quartz, or for rose quartz. So I will have some better examples of the morganite that I'll show you. But here it is. They're going there. Now here again is a very obvious yellowish stone. And here again, it's going to go. This time, what did it do? It ran up to jadeite and then it came back down. It's bouncing around, but it's where it should be. Now, see, it's a conundrum because it's falling under it's falling under the garnet tourmaline. It's hitting there. It's hitting the aqualine. It's hitting the chrysoprase line, and it's also hitting the quartz line. So if you don't know the options that this stone could possibly be, you could misidentify it. And the only reason that that would be a concern is that it's a more expensive stone. So if you're selling morganite for rose quartz prices, you're losing money. So that's just something to consider. And occasionally we do get stones. Now, what I want to say is that these stones are the lower grade. They do come in clear. And when I get into the morganite and the aquamarine, I will have some beautiful clear stones. But keep in mind that if you get a clear white stone that's popping up, it could be potentially the goshenite. If it's a sort of a yellowish, it could be heliodor. Although I'm not too sure whether those two forms of beryl are often used in jewelry. I haven't done research on that. So this was just a quickie to expose you to what I'm calling the Beryl sisters. And then we'll follow up next week with the aquamarine. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the chats.